Good morning. Let's check my load again to make sure all the chains are tight. It's been raining and snowing all day long. Finally have some dry road here. I'm not too optimistic it's gonna stay dry. So we'll see how long this video actually is and how much of the dash cam we will be using. So we are in Midway. That was the Midway scale. Good spot to pull over and check the load. And we're heading up to Greenwood. Hammer down. Figure I'll put a camera close to one of the chains and see how good of a job I did chaining down. See if it bounces and loosens and yeah, this is a interesting load. Over width, over height. Had issues. There's a reason why the tires are deflated. First, quick word from our sponsor, the Sutherland Group, now hiring Super B wood chip, Super B flat deck, Class 1 drivers in BC's Lower Mainland, the Okanagan, the Kootenays, Washington, Alberta, Saskatchewan. To apply, go to sitco.ca, use promo code JuanFan, let them know I sent you. Plus you get an extra $100 on your first payday. And make sure you write down my name as a reference when you apply for the job. And any referral bonuses I get, I will split with you 50-50. Only fair. So yeah, going through Midway here. Pulled up to load this load at like 3:30 yesterday. And I was told it was 10 feet wide, 6 feet tall. A lot taller than that. We are currently at 14 feet, which is barely legal with our permit. So I am at 4.26. With my permit, I can go to 4.3 meters. So 4 centimeters. I've got 4 centimeters, which is what, inch? A little over an inch? Only because we deflated the tires. At first I'm like, we can't take this unless you guys are willing to deflate the tires. And you're like, no, we can't deflate the tires because the farmer has to drive it off of your deck. I'm like, well, then I can't take it. You're going to need to get a lowboy. And just as I was getting ready to leave the yard, I already put it in gear, starting to drive. And somebody come running out of the office. Just wait. We're talking about deflating the tires. I'm like, okay. Deflated the tires. They're almost empty. It's not popping off the bead empty, but close. And the fact that we could hang one wheel off on either side helped reduce height as well. And then I've got 4 chains on it, and then I also threw 4 straps over top, pulling down on it, putting pressure on it to pull it down. And we have to put it in the back end of the deck. I know people. The internet's going to let me know you can't do that. Well, you can if you're light enough. You legally can't have all your weight on the back. This load is really light. It's just, for what it is, it looks a lot heavier than it actually is. So we're not heavy at all back there. So I still have quite a bit of weight on my 5th wheel. As far as safety goes, I don't like putting anything back there. No, it's not great. The weight balance is way back there. If you want to lose control of a trailer, this is the way to do it. So I'm being very conscious of the fact that my weight balance is not correct. I haven't seen any wobbles out of the trailer at all. It wants to straighten out pretty quick, so we're not in a weird weight wobble issue. But that was definitely at the top of my concern. And I've had another load on the front most of the way. We just unloaded that here in Rock Creek. But it does mean we have another, what, it's 2 o'clock now? Yeah, about 3 hours to drive with a load like this. Which is not great. The trailer is balanced. The fact that one wheel is hanging off on either side really balances the trailer. It's a feed mixer. Basically, you dump in your silage, your hay, and your straw, mix it all in there, and then mix it up and then spread it out for your cows. So it's a feed mixer for a farmer. So I'm definitely taking her easier around corners just because she's so tall and weight is off. And there comes our rain. Darn it. It's plus 10 degrees. I was worried about that. You guys don't mind a front-facing video, right? Oh, never mind. It's not rain, it's snow. I didn't think we would have snow this early already, but we've been driving through. Oh, there's an upside down car in the ditch. Or SUV. I wasn't expecting moisture this quick. Oh well. Anyway, hammer down. The farmer says he's going to unload me tonight. And we're going to try to get back to Summit. Get a airbag replaced on the trailer. The lift axle airbag is leaking. Running in Canada, we don't use that axle, so we're fine, we're legal. But with the US load, I would be leaking too much air for a US load. Wow, it's going pretty good. Yeah, guarantee you my cameras are gone in the back. Guaranteed. Oh well. I guess this is sleet, because they're little white balls, not hail, sleet. Hail would be crackling on the windshield loud. This is soft, so it's not actual snow, it's sleet. Little white marbles. Actually, pretty big marbles for sleet. Pretty neat. I guess with a forward-facing camera, it'll feel like old school. course, our audio is still much better than old school. That's for sure. That's the one thing that frustrates me with the internet. The internet is very quick to tell me when I'm doing something badly, but they don't provide solutions for me to do it better. I would have bought this microphone, or these two microphones, many years ago if I had known this would solve our audio issues, because I spent hundreds of dollars on different microphones to find something that works in a loud environment like the big rig. Like, lots of truck drivers wear earplugs because it's so loud in trucks. Probably should. I just find earplugs so uncomfortable. What happened to all the cars behind us? There was a row of them. They'll probably catch up with us in town again. Maybe the sleet freaked them out. Here we got dry roads again. Welcome to Greenwood. Yeah, for some reason this doesn't feel like a wide load. It's not like super wide, but I've had loads narrower than this that felt wide. Maybe because it's so far back and I can see through under the trailer and around the trailer. It's just the tires that are over width. I got a thumbs up. Thumbs up from the pedestrians. That's what happens when you're on speed through these towns. Drive the speed limit or go below. Through the actual little downtown part, I was doing 40 in a 50. There's a lot of history in this town, or city. It's technically classified as a city, the smallest city in Canada. You see an old fort here on the left-hand side. Fort Greenwood. I would like to go in there and just do a tour of that sometime. It was a mining town. Also was a, what do they call them again? I think I bring it up every time we come through this town, but internment camp. There we go. It was a Japanese internment camp during World War II. Because we didn't trust our own citizens. Rightfully or wrongfully, it doesn't seem like the nice thing to do is lock up all your own citizens because you don't trust them to not turn against us. Not sure if I'm still getting a little bit of rain on the windshield or if that's just ice peeling off the front grill of the truck, because I'm sure the whole front is just caked in ice from that. Roads are dry here. He's got wet tracks on. Yep, going back into the snow. It's only 4 degrees Celsius here. Holy smokes, it got cold fast. How? Wow, we lost like 6 degrees? 6 or 7 degrees from Midway to here? I think we've driven into a cold front. It was really windy in Midway. Makes sense. Can't make up its mind if it's snowing or not. Sunset is at 7:28 tonight. So as long as I make it there before 6:58, I don't need to put lights on this wide load. So if it all goes smooth, deliver this today at 5:30. turn around, get over the mountains back this way, sleep at Summit, get the airbag fixed, get reloaded, head to Vancouver. Unload on Thursday. Hopefully get reloaded and then head home. Friday is a holiday. I guess that was 2 weeks ago for you guys, Easter weekend. There's a Sentra truck. Looks like someone's burning. Oh, does it look like they're burning? Just some stacks of garbage wood, branches and stuff. Might as well burn it now in spring so that there's not fuel later on in the year for forest fires. Top of Ehold. Yeah, we have overabundance of wood over here. There are countries where burning wood for fun would be sacrilege. I was thinking of YouTuber Itchy Boots. Some of the terrains she's been in, it's like, that is desert. There are no trees. Catching up with the Super Beat chip truck. Looks like a Sutco chip truck. Thing is, they're probably going to be fast downhill, so we may not pass them. We'll see how quick we catch up with them. Because if they're fast uphill, as fast uphill as they are, they're probably going to be faster downhill. Where not catching up with them fast, so should be okay to stay behind them. Taking that person gathering trash out of the ditch is probably that vehicle there. Oh, here's another person here. So it looks like they park in the middle, walk opposite directions. Clean up a lot of the highway that way. Excuse me. Yeah, up and over these passes, you don't really think about it, but it's pretty desolate on top of these. Not a lot of people live out here. It's always in towns in the bottom of valleys. we're catching that Super B at all, it's incredibly slow, so he's going at good speed. Pretty sure he's loaded. I suspect that chip truck is loaded at Midway. So I saw him pull out of the yard when I was putting up the cameras and then checking the load. So loaded there. I'm pretty sure he loaded there. I don't know why he would be delivering chips there. Loaded there at Eco Chips. Probably delivering it to Castlegar. Excuse me. To be turned into pulp. And the pulp gets put on the train cars and gets shipped to the US or to Vancouver. And in Vancouver, it gets put onto huge container ships. Goes over to the other side of the world. Gets turned into paper and many other things. Coming up on Grand Forks. There's actually an old ghost town right over here. You see some buildings in the valley, or some old brick buildings used to or have survived. They're up on the right hand side. I'm not sure how far up ahead here, but I'm trying to think what it was called. Yeah, there was another town up here. And I think the fact that Grand Forks was had the railroad and on the river probably made everyone move. Oh, there's some buildings right there on the right hand side. 2-story brick building. Don't remember what the town was called though. GPS calls that Gibbs Creek Road. Spencer Street on the other side. What's this name over here? Couldn't read that one. Dan Danishan Village Road. Welcome to Grand Forks, BC. Even their own sign has to put in BC. Not North Dakota, BC. Yeah, that might be Sutco trailers up front, but I don't think it's a Sutco driver, not a company driver. Could be wrong. Just looking at it when they went around the corner, it looked like it was a black truck. I think that's one of the owner-operators. It might be a dark green, I can't quite tell. There goes Scrap King with more crushed cars. Scrap King is a tow truck company out of Selmo. I've had to use their services twice. Once I needed a pull up the mountain, Kootenai Mountain. And the other time I rolled the truck. Good day, sir. How's it going, Kyle? No? Nothing. Might be on a different channel. Well, it looks like he's going to pull in and get some fuel at the Petro Pass. Oh, that is a green truck. Yep. Pull in there, fuel up at the Petro Pass, and then hammer down over to Castlegar. Well, hopefully that video wasn't hot garbage for you guys. It's an overcast day. All day long I've been looking for dry roads, but just you get these little short stints where you're dry and then back into the rain or snow or sleet or whatever. We'll go all the way through town before ending the video. Towns are always interesting to go through. Oh, how tall is this bridge? I'm sure I'm within the limit, but make sure we read that before hitting the thing. I am 426. I'm sure it's probably 5 something, but I wrote it on big letters on my hand. But this is something that I have to read at every single overpass. That I'm used to just flying through, because I've got to double check, make sure. I'm sure we're good all the way. I think the lowest bridge that I could possibly go under was a 4.4. But I haven't read the numbers on the low bridges in forever. Here we've got Save on Foods on the left hand side, and then what's on the right hand side? I forget what the grocery store is. There's another one on the right hand side. You have 2 grocery stores across from each other. And the owner of Save on Foods was trying to get a food place on the other side of the road. Okay, there used to be. They've changed everything. It's now fields.ca. Huh. Because it was owned by the same person. Because he was finding the competition too stiff, so he decided to buy out the company. Looks like they've changed what they sell. Interesting. Uh, 5.16. Yeah, lots of room. What would that be? 90 centimeters? 90 centimeters of room. I believe this is the Kettle River. Could be wrong, but I think that's the Kettle River. Well, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, even if the video cameras weren't as great as I was hoping them to be. The shots might be a little down, but hey, I gotta drive in all this weather. I could have just put the cameras all inside, facing forward, but I try not to do that unless I'm guaranteed. I know for a fact those cameras won't last outside, so if they've got a fighting chance, I'll put 2 of the cameras outside. She is what she is. I wonder what that big red building is on the right-hand side there. I think it's probably right along where a railroad used to be, because there's a railroad trail here, so it was probably railroad related. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Everybody that made it to the end of the video, give me a little toot toot to prove you guys watched to the end, because those of you that watched to the end, thank you. That helps the YouTube analytics the most of anything else you guys could do is watch time. So the best way to support me, absolute best way, the hands down best way, is just watch time. Go to one of my playlists and just hit play. Man, that's amazing for my channel. Of course, comments help, and that join button down below really helps too, but just watching my videos to the end here, thank you for that. On that note, I'm out of here. You guys rock.